Welcome back to another episode of the Oak Cliff BroCast. I'm one of your hosts, Ricky the Dicky, and I'm here with
Diego, a.k.a. the Professor.
Chris, a.k.a. Baby Doughboy, a.k.a. Krigo, a.k.a. the real one.
Damn.
AKA the Borracho.
Christopher
AKA
Soto.
Christopher Soto.
Creekview.
Creekview.
Preview.
GPA 4.0.
Damn.
4.0.
4.0.
Nah.
Damn.
I didn't have no 4.0. I had like a 2.8.
That's still solid, no?
Pretty
I
solid
mean-
right there in the books right there.
Fuck
I think like a 3.0
boom.
is like straight B's. A 3.0.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
it?
I don't know.
Is that Gabby? A test for
Audience,
us.
audience.
Is that for our audience? Is that?
No,
Is
no,
that-
no.
Is
We're
that a
talking.
question for the audience?
Yeah, we
is
have
that-
a question for the
wait,
audience,
Is that a 3.0?
The 3.0, is it a B's?
Straight B's? She don't
Okay,
know.
she don't know.
She don't know.
It's
She
all
don't
right.
know.
It's all right.
All right, we
Cool.
sound stupid as fuck then.
if y'all listening in, if it 3.0 is that a B?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we don't know. Oh, okay, so it is what it is.
Anyways, let's get back into this episode.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 4 of the Oak Cliff BroCast. Yeah, thank you guys for all the good feedback that we received on episode 3. Shout out to George, man. Thank you for coming on to last week's podcast. Shout out to Track Mortgage. Once again, follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. And
Subscribe.
yeah, subscribe to us, man. Keep up with our weekly uploads and just stay informed with our podcast, what we do.
Our desmadre.
Yeah, our desmadre,
Everything.
our topics.
Everything.
So what's up, fellas? How
What's
y'all
going
been, man?
on, baby?
What y'all been up to?
What you been up to, Krigo?
Man, I've been trying to get ready for a party. Okay, it's not a regular party.
You look
It's like-
stressed out.
A little bit stressed, bro. It is a little bit stressful.
Look like you lost weight.
I did. I actually did.
No cap.
I actually did. I went
I'm
to the
not- I'm not even
doctors
laughing.
and
No
I got
cap.
my weight
No
and
cap.
everything. I actually did. So I'm going to a party tomorrow. Starts around 7:00, and it's like a formal party. So you got to dress like a tuxedo or like, black and white. I guess they would call it like a black and white party. And all week I've been stressing about what the hell am I gonna wear, because I don't own no suits. I'm just a t-shirt, jeans kind of guy. That's all I got. Y'all know what I wear.
You're like
Yeah.
comfy, just
Yeah, I mean, I got swag, but I don't got like Barney
Turn my
from
swag
How I Met
on,
Your Mother
relax.
swag,
relax, soldier boy.
Relax,
But
soldier boy.
but they say Steve Harvey said all you need is 5 suits and you'll be able to match like 30 different colors. So you need like a gray suit,
Yeah.
a tan suit,
Mhm.
a navy blue suit,
Mhm.
a black suit, and probably like a white suit.
White one.
And you'll be able to match anything with anything. Like your pants, your blue pants, your navy blue pants will match with your black shirt, your black jacket, and so on and so forth. So I want to eventually get into where I get my 5 suits and I'll be able to wear combinations until like 30 suits or whatever. You wear like a 30 suit combination. But so recently I've been trying to find something to wear for Friday night, and honestly, it's hard. Because if you look at Men's Warehouse, where you rent a suit or whatever, it's gonna cost you about $280 to like $300 just to rent something to wear for the night, and then you'll have to return it the next day. So I'm like, man. So I went to Men's Warehouse, and I was looking for something to wear, and I talked to this guy about renting the suit, and he said, well, we won't be able to do it by Friday. I'm like, well, fuck that. I'll just find something to wear around here. So I got me some slacks, a sweater, some nice dress shoes, and a little jacket to wear on top of it. It cost me about $260, but the thing is, I get to keep it. So instead of renting something for $280, $300, and returning it the next day, I get to keep what I bought. So I think I got a better offer buying whatever I did rather than renting whatever I was supposed to. But
Well, because when you rent, you still got a deposit, don't you?
Well, not deposit.
No?
You just got to pay out a flat rate, like $260, $280. It depends.
I think before it was like that.
Yeah.
Well, at least because I remember in high school when I used to go to
quinceañeras and shit like that.
Men's Warehouse, they used to do
Mhm.
like a deposit or some
Deposits.
shit like that.
Well, it depends what you want to wear, I guess. But when I went, I asked the guy, how much would it cost to do just the pants, the jacket, the button-up shirt, some shoes, and like a bow tie or like a regular tie? He was like, yeah, it's about $280. I'm like, God damn. I'm not trying to pay no $280 for a little suit that I'm gonna wear one night and that's it.
Return it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just ended up getting a little something to wear, and it looks nice. So I'm just gonna go with that. But all in all, so we went to the mall. We went to Grapevine Mills Mall, and we are looking for Kim's dress so that some she could wear, like a cocktail dress or something. Bro, when I say it's easier for a woman to find something to wear than a man, I mean it. Because if you think about it, and I'm not talking about cosmetics as far as in her hair, her makeup, her nails, stuff like that. That takes time. I understand that. But as far as in finding out what she's going to wear versus what a man's going to wear, it's easier for women. Because if you think about it, all they got to do is wear a dress, which is one piece, and then some heels.
Do you think a lot of the women here would agree with that?
I don't know. We have somebody in the audience that can attest to that.
Is that true? Is this true, Gabby? You disagree?
She says she disagree.
It's fine.
I don't
you
know.
can disagree all you want, but I experienced it.
Those who are listening to us, let us know. What you think.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Is
Look,
Chris right or wrong?
to ask you a question to that point,
What's up?
Do you feel it's a little harder for you because of like your body set? Because for me, for example, like not just a suit or whatever, but for example, like when it comes to pants, like I'm a little bit more on the like I have bigger thighs, so for me sometimes I have to get a bigger waist size for pants to fit me more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so at that point, like the dude was taking his measurements and stuff, and he took my length, my waist, my chest, my arm length, my
he measured
leg
everything.
length. Yeah, he measured everything.
You have to
Everything. All 6 inches. He measured everything. I'm just fucking around, but no, yeah, he was
agarrate.
he was taking measurements and everything of everything. A girl doesn't have to go through that.
I think they kind of do. No,
I don't know.
No, because I can say they don't because Kim didn't have to go through that. All we did was go to a store. She got herself a nice dress, and that was it.
But did she ask?
Did she ask for what?
Like to get measured or anything?
Well, no, it's because we went to I think it was like Forever 21 or something like that. H&M or Forever 21.
They don't fucking ask you there.
No, they don't. You just find
get
a
what
dress.
you want,
You just find a dress that fits you.
But that's why I'm asking. Like, did she go out of her way to ask or like?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think girls need measurements when it comes to a dress. You just got to find a small, medium, or large.
But I'm just saying,
fits.
I'm playing devil's advocate because
wait,
I have 2 sisters, so I've been around to see both of them and my mom go through the struggles of being at the mall, and being there when I was a little kid, bro, for hours. And that's one of the reasons I fucking hated being at the mall and just sitting around because they would find dresses like, okay, this doesn't fit me because of like my chest or your wingspan of your I guess like for guys it would be like your lats.
Yeah.
And then like your stomach area and just stuff like that, your shoulders.
No, I understand
stuff
that.
like that.
I understand that. But I'm just explaining my experience that I went through the other day, this whole week.
Yeah.
Kim, she found a dress that she liked, that she wanted, and it fit her. Boom. Bing, bang, done. Whatever. Me, on the other hand, I had to go take measurements. I had to get fitted for a suit.
But don't you think you could have done what Kim did?
No.
No, just gone into
Because
H&M.
it depends. Because you could go anywhere and get you a jacket, right? But it's not gonna fit you right. It's gonna fit you too long on your length on your arms.
So pretty much you went out your way to get fitted properly.
Yeah.
But Kim just decided just to find something that was just she knew that was gonna fit her.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I experienced through the week. I had to get fitted. I had to try shit on. I had to do this and that. When Kim, all she did was try one dress on, and she liked it. She liked the color. Boom, let's buy it. $40, $30-$40.
But to that point, you feel satisfied though, right? Because you went out of your way to go ahead to make sure that feels comfortable to you. Versus if you just went to the store and like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get whatever, and it didn't like suit what you like. Like you said, if the cuffs were longer, your pants were like over your ankles, and you're like, damn man, like they're dragging on my feet or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it might have been an extra like step to go over and like beyond to do that stuff, but at the end of the day, like you said, one, you think about it, the pro, it's yours to keep.
Yeah.
And two, yes, it might have been a headache, but you're comfortable in it, bro.
Yeah.
And it fits your body.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying what I went through the week. I'm pretty sure girls get fitted too. Like, I mean, especially for like a wedding.
I guess
something bigger, like a wedding. Of course, Kim's gonna get fitted. Of course, she's gonna want something that fits her body, fits her length, all this and all that,
Physique
right?
and all that.
No, that's what I was gonna.
But it's
bring
not
up.
it's not easy just for a guy to do that because we got to find pants, we got to find a jacket, a shirt, shoes, a belt. We got to find all these different, elements in a suit when all a girl has to find is one dress and some heels that she probably already owns, right?
I guess everybody just it just
depends on,
the
like, who you
situation.
are.
Who you
Yeah.
are and how you feel like you should.
How you
about
approach it.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I will say, like I said, back to the point on like pants. It even goes with like shirts. I even spoke to you whenever we went to Gotso
Mm-hmm.
or Sneaker Con.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person who's a very advocate of like fabric. So I'm very big into like
the shrinks and shit like that?
streetwear and
Yeah.
all that shit. I love that. I love that fashion wear and everything. So I know what fabric of shirts and pants fit me well and what doesn't. If it's like a certain type of cotton, like heavyweight cotton, or just like very I forgot the other name of it. It's like very thin shirts. Some don't make my chest look good. Others do. I don't like tight shit like I used to when I was in high school, and it's just different eras. I put this out there. I used to wear like very super tight skinny jeans, and I thought that was the
I think most of us
factor.
did.
Yeah.
I mean, I used
Very dressed, very preppy, and all that shit. Long ass hair.
Yeah.
You seen me.
Mhm.
We've been knowing each other for a long ass time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you seen me go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
a phase as well. So
I mean, again, all I'm doing is explaining my experience
Yeah.
this week, bro. It was easy for Ken. We took 20, 30 minutes to do her shit. And then me, it took
Yeah.
me like
Fucking
hours to 2
Yeah.
hours to find my shit. So,
well, I'm glad you figured out your.
but on a regular,
fine.
like on a daily, like if we're just going out to dinner or going out to hang out to the bar or going bowling or something, dude, I could get ready in 5 minutes.
Just put a tanga and that's it.
A tanga and that's it. Kim,
Agarrate.
it takes Kim maybe 30 to 45 minutes to get ready because she got to do her makeup, find her outfit, blah, blah, this and that. Me, bro, I just throw on some
That's
jeans,
the pros. That's the pros right there,
for
bro.
real.
a shirt, some shoes,
Hey.
and a hat, and I'm good to go.
Just to let y'all know, my boy right here, Krigo, he twerks when he walks, so
Jeez.
it's natural right here. It was all
Relax,
natural.
relax.
Right
No,
here.
no one knows that. Relax. That's a secret. That's a secret.
What about you, Brody?
Shit.
What you been up to this week?
Shoot, well, it's been a lot of changes at work. I finally got my own office, so
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah,
Congrats.
appreciate it. Moved all my stuff into my own, little office or whatever. They fired this guy who's been at the company for 10+ years, which I'm not gonna throw names out there, obviously, for personal reasons. But
You already threw his business out there.
I threw his business out there, but I mean, it just sucks because it was unexpected.
You were cool with him?
Nah, not really.
Oh.
I mean, him and I just like bumped heads a lot here and there.
Oh, okay.
And so I had like a mixed relationship with him, as like, in the working part, whatever. So it was more shocking than like, but I'm also kind of happy because I feel like a lot of his energy
It's
came
like
off of around everybody else.
It's like a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah,
At work.
like-
yeah.
There, I could go in happy and shit, whatever, and then his vibe was more of like,
I know the feeling.
yeah,
I
you
know
know what I
the
mean?
feeling.
I think we all know that feeling.
Yeah. So
Know
like
the
you said, it
feeling.
was a weight off our shoulders, and we definitely see, it
Big
going
ass-
smoother and
yeah.
better, and I'm happy actually that it happened.
See that? See, you've been running in two,
Yeah,
doing your
getting
thing
back
again.
at it. The holidays are off.
Back at it
No
again.
more holidays. No more holidays.
Back at it again with
Back
the
at it
white
again.
vans, Daniel.
Trying to get ready for my wedding.
Trying to
or
get
what?
ready for your
Hey,
wedding.
it's coming around, bro.
Mhm.
Bachelor party.
Hey, it's
too.
coming up real soon, bro. Like
Bachelor
I'm already
party.
thinking, it's already gonna be April.
Mhm.
And we got May, June, July.
Yeah,
August,
we
September,
went through the first quarter of 2024.
Yep.
For real, bro. That's crazy.
Go
About
through
to be.
phases, bro.
Going
Little
fast.
phases.
But yeah, I
Shoot.
mean, other than that, I mean, it's been good. Work has been good.
How's
Just
the
getting
kids?
back in the grind. Kids are great. They're getting bigger.
Bruno with the chips.
Bruno with the chips.
Shout
he
out,
loves
shout
it.
out
That
Bruno.
spicy chips.
Look, just to let y'all know, Chris and Diego, they did some photoshopping and they put my son with. He had like this pose of like kind of like throwing the fist, like kind of I don't know, it's like a weird fisting pose, like if he was throwing a jab
He
or
was,
something.
he was doing like the nay.
Yeah.
It's a representation.
And so I don't know. Did you put the lean? Yeah, you put a cup with
I
the
put
lean.
a cup of lean and a
cup of
joint.
lean, and then what did you put?
The chips in one hand.
The chips in one hand.
And Chris put the lean and then like a blunt.
There you go, a blunt. Oh, man,
shit.
but-
It's all jokes, man.
Yeah, it's all jokes. It's all,
We love Bruno.
We know what's all
That's
love.
that's family.
It's
right there.
we
That's
love
nephew.
between us. Yeah, it's a
It's
little
a little
inside.
nephew.
That's
we love
nephew.
him.
But
right
yeah,
there.
they've been good. They've been growing. I don't know. Scarlett's already into the age where she's gonna start school too.
She's starting school in August.
I'm gonna start at 4 because, in August I guess
It'll be
pretty
like
much.
preschool.
Yeah, but I want to start because obviously she started. Her birthday's in Kobe Day, 8/24.
Damn.
So yeah,
So
starting
she'll
early.
be turning 24 like right before school.
Mhm.
I mean, she'll be turning 24.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
she'll be
24.
turning
I was like,
4.
goddamn.
She'll be turning 4 right before school.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so-
that's crazy.
I'm excited for that, I guess, and
Grow fast, bro.
yeah, they're going so fast.
I bet you're
bro.
gonna cry when you drop her
Shit,
off.
Probably, I don't know.
You
I don't know
gonna
how I
cry.
feel about it, but yeah, I mean,
you're gonna
it's
cry.
crazy.
I'm gonna
but-
be there. Let me go with you.
I'll pull it. We'll
Hey,
drop
everybody
her
gonna
off.
pull up and be like, "Hey, you better not talk to no fucking guys, nothing." All right, if there's a guy talking to you, you tell us and we go beat his ass, right? Nah, just kidding.
Damn.
Nah,
Relax.
No violence
You
to
gonna beat a
kids.
4-year-old ass?
Right.
Damn.
nah, it's all about the kids.
They're gonna expel her the first day. Damn.
No
Whoa.
child left behind.
For real.
Nah, but yeah. How about you? What about you, bro?
In a slump, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, we mentioned in the last podcast, kind of my ankle's fucked up. I'm not mobile. I've said it before, plenty of times. You guys know I'm very mobile. I'm a very active person. So for me not to be able to move, do the things that I like to do on a daily basis, that being like walking my dogs, going to work out, even going to get coffee, bro, or going to go get like Sonic or doing something, bro. Like going to drive far distance. I can't really drive too far
Yeah.
without my ankle hurting. It's not broken, thankfully. But I can't add too much pressure.
It gets irritated.
Yeah, and it kind of get I wouldn't say like gets me like a depressive state, but it does get me kind of sad just because like again, I don't know how to handle to be like stationary. And but it's very humbling experience because as well it's like it allows me to remind myself like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, not everything.
Just trying to stay positive about
yeah,
it.
yeah. And I have to remind myself that, bro. Like when I'm here, it's like I'm gonna be in the house for like another week or so. So with work related, like I'm still working. Thank God. With my family, get to see my dogs, be with you guys, do the podcast. Like these are all pros. You know, these are all things that are positive. Aside from that, bro, it's just like I said. Work is work. You have the good and the bad with it. And that's really it. Just excited recording today and getting ready for the weekend.
The Mexico game, baby.
Mexico game.
You see,
Shout out
bro.
Mexico.
That's what I mean when I say we're too old.
What?
We're too old to be doing shit because if we get hurt, we're gonna be out of
You gotta
work.
stay active though, papa.
I mean, yeah, you can stay active, just don't go hard, bro. Don't go like don't go all out.
It's
Just
just, I mean,
just
don't know.
little light activity, little jogging, or
I mean, everybody's body's different, so it has like their own little
yeah, but it's bound to happen, bro. But like it's weird because I even explained to my doctor, I don't remember rolling my ankle, twisting it, or anything, bro. It's just
It's because you're in the moment and your body's like high. And
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Once you start getting like colder,
I
and
thought I
whatever,
had, well, I might butcher the term. It's called plantar fascia, where the bottom of your foot it gets like really excessive, like tissue,
yeah,
and it starts to like really strain the bottom of your
Yeah.
foot. Turned out it wasn't that. Not really too much of a broken ankle or anything like that. I think it's just sprained, so it's like really inflamed. A lot of pressure points really hurt. So I can twist it right, but if I like try to twist it a lot to the left or up, I can't do too much movement. So, like I said, it sucks, bro. And I was telling Gabby and my parents and like my cousins and shit. It sucks because I have a run. Well, I had a run. I'm not sure. I don't even think I'm gonna do it, bro. These are just fucking intrusive thoughts that I have in my head where I think like I think I'm still young enough to just
But go all out.
fucking recover, bro, and just go out and do it. Where I feel like okay, I have 2 weeks. I'm gonna recover, train again. The race is 420. My dad's birthday. Shout out my dad. And it's called Run the Skyline. It's over that Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge, and I was gonna do 10K, which is 6 miles.
Damn.
So just imagine that, bro. My ankle's fucked up. Me thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna come back in 2 weeks, which is already gonna be the
By the
first or
time
second
it
week in
starts.
April. There's no damn way, bro. And that again, it goes back to my point of realization, being realistic. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Even though I want to, bro. It's like I put in so much work from January. I got sick. mid-January. Started in February training again. Started eating healthy. My sister seen me like putting in work and doing a lot of stuff. I stopped lifting weights because my what is it called? My disc herniation and everything. Like there's so many fucked up things with my
Yeah.
body.
That's what happens when you get old.
Right?
You start realizing shit's getting fucked up, and you're
Yeah,
like, "What the
bro.
fuck is that?" Why is it
It
getting
was so
fucked
much
up?
easier for us when we were like early 20s
Yeah.
or just
Even
late
in high
teens.
school, bro.
Yeah,
In
just
high
late
school
teens,
is-
and like you're losing weight like crazy, like nothing. And,
Yeah.
and then it's true though, as you get older, it's harder for you to lose weight.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I guess everybody's body's different, but
Not just that, but you start worrying about
injuries and shit like that.
Like
yeah.
stuff comes up, and you're like, "Oh, what do I have? Or what's going on with me? Or what is this?"
For me, bro,
Yeah.
I feel like I got cankles, so like for the most part, if I roll my ankle, it'll hurt for a little bit, but like it's like nothing ever happened. So I feel like I
Yeah.
already broke my shit. So
And it sucks, bro. I think we have like the last month or so, we all three have conversations like outside the podcast of like all of our healths. Like Chris, he mentioned on the podcast like his self diagnosis of what he was going through,
yeah,
and then like what offline what you tell me, and then
Mhm.
like whatever I'm going through with my body and stuff like that. It sucks, bro. And it's again to anybody listening, man. Like I agree to Chris's point. Don't be excessive. Don't go out there try to kill yourself and think that like
limit yourself.
yeah, don't think that you're just gonna like lose weight or whatever. Like think long term.
Everything's at its
Yeah,
time.
start with the basics. Work out, man. Have fun with it. And don't think that everything's like overnight because you're gonna end up hurt, and then a lot of shit's gonna go wrong. And you're like, we're still young, but we're not young enough like we once were before.
Yeah.
And a lot of things can go wrong. So that's how my week's been, bro. It sucks, but like I said, there's a lot of positives that come out of it too. So I
Yeah.
don't like to be a Debbie Downer either. So
Yeah. We're all positive. We
Yeah.
all stay positive at the end of the day.
for sure,
And that's what brings into our topic for today is,
Yeah. Be real. We want to have an internal pod with you guys. Have a real talk, and like we mentioned earlier in the podcast, thankfully, we had a great podcast last week
Mhm.
with episode 3 with George. Shout out to George and Trek Mortgage. He
Sure
had
now.
great knowledge, spit out knowledge about home ownership, what to do, what not to do with credit.
Exactly.
I think that was one of our best and one of our most informative podcasts that we've done so
Yes.
far.
For sure, bro. It's
a lot of knowledge, bro.
a lot.
Especially for people like kind of like our age, trying to get a
Yeah.
house, trying to get
Mhm.
into real estate, and worried about their credit score and what's the steps that they could take from this point on to be able to afford a house or get a house or things like that.
Yeah, get better with
Yeah.
all their shit. Yeah.
It's a lot, bro.
Shout out to him for real though, and
And especially because a lot of our listeners are the age range is like 20
Yeah.
to 35,
pretty young
right?
too. Yeah,
They range
so-
about our age or
Yeah.
younger.
Mhm.
So for sure, there was a lot to take away from it. So there's he talked about home ownership and business, and there's so many things that we could take away from. So I guess what is some things that you guys kind of took away from George that you would for example, like what is some advice that you as a early 20-year-old self would tell yourself now?
Well,
Shit, like my bad. Go ahead, bro.
one of the main things I took away from George being on the podcast was to take care of your credit.
That's what I'm about to
Your
say.
credit is one of the most important things in your life as an adult in order to be able to obtain a house, a car, or a loan that you might need for a potential business that you want to grow. Credit is everything. It's the most important thing in your life as an adult. I mean, without credit, you really can't do much. So if you fuck up your credit early on at a young age, your early 18s, 19s, 20s, I mean, you can always build it up. Even if you fuck it up, there's
still a way to go back to it.
there's a way to go back to where you can bring it up. You could work on it. Just if I could tell myself something when I was coming out of high school, I would tell myself, don't fuck up your credit. Simple as that. Because your credit is the most important thing in your adult life. That's what you need to get on with your life. That's what you need to get a house, a car, anything. I mean, if we're being real, your credit is everything when you're an adult.
Yeah, I mean, I would for sure say that too. Like, if anything, tell your parents to get you a credit card when you're young. Spend $10, $5, whatever, 20, and little by little, just pay it back and And do that constantly every week or every other week. Just
Or-
spend little by little.
It's like you right now. You could get a Scarlett and Bruno a credit card,
Yeah, exactly.
and then use it for little shit, pay it, and build their credit up. So that by the time they're 18,
They're set.
they have a 800 plus credit score,
Yeah, that's perfect.
and they're able
example.
to do whatever the hell they want as far as in like getting a car, getting a home.
Yeah. Everything
know,
under their
it's-
name. They don't have to worry about
Exactly.
co-signing.
That
or
way you don't
anything
have to
like that.
co-sign.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
that's what he
Exactly.
said. He said
Mhm.
there's a certain point where you shouldn't be
Co-signing.
co-signing at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
Because George, shout out George again. He said that his line that he understood where he got a realization was when his uncle co-signed with his, I think it was a car or a truck.
Mm-hmm.
I might forget what it was, but it got repossessed, and that's when he ultimately learned, like, oh shit, it falls on him to be an adult, to step up and take care of his own shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that's a lot of things that we don't talk about in general, bro. Like, we don't get taught that in school a lot. It's not said really a lot, and we don't know until we get out of high school. And for all three of us, we even said it last podcast, we all had our credit cards. For me, for example, from last week's podcast, there's a few things that I did. One was my credit card of putting $300 and spending that right away, not paying it on time. There was a time where I was in the car club phase. I'm pretty sure you remember that, bro.
Hell yeah.
I didn't chill with you for a while. I ended up buying wheels for my Mustang, and it was just times, man, where the phase where I was just trying to fit in, have cool wheels. I thought they looked badass. Turns out they didn't. I ended up curb rashing them completely, all four of them,
God
denting the
damn.
shit out of them. And I wasn't paying them, bro. Literally,
Yeah, yeah.
like they were like 1,500. 1,500, I remember 1,500, and there were payments, I think, of like $200 a week, and I wasn't paying them, bro. I was missing payments, and I remember there was a guy that came to try to repossess them. He came, bro, and it was so embarrassing because I didn't even have them on the car no more. They were here in the back where the air conditioning, what is it? The
unit.
yeah, the unit's at.
Mhm.
And I had them laid out, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm here to pick up the wheels." He looks at them and he was like, "Oh, I can't take them because they're all curb rash, completely like on the entire wheel, bro."
Damn.
So he was just like, "You're just gonna have to pay the deductible." I think it was like $300 or something like that. So that alone, bro, was embarrassing, and that just goes to show, bro. It's just like little things like that, and take care of my credit. Another thing, like I said, not co-signing. If I could take it back, an advice I would tell myself is not allowing my parents to co-sign for me for the car that I currently have, which is thankfully paid off. I paid it off. The Mustang. I love myself for doing that. I'm proud of myself. But I will say at the time when I got it, I think I was like 18 to 20, around there. And again, it's just a phase where you think you're cool, and I was giving people rides and shit or whatever, and it was all like cool and shit like that. But you start to realize, like, bro, you get older, you're like, bro, that does not fucking matter.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It does not. It don't make you cool. It don't make you stand out. Just remember that there's always somebody that has more money than you, has a better car than you, is better looking than you. There's always somebody that has more than you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Literally, and it humbles the fuck out of you, because I look back, and if I could do it all over again, bro, I would go the route of getting a beater ass car that was maybe like $1,000.
Little Donda Civic.
Yes,
Honda
bro.
Civic.
Kind of basically the route you went, bro. Beat
Yeah.
it to the ground. And Medina, right?
Yeah.
Beat it to the ground, sell it, use that money while I'm working at Ford or whatever, save some cash, not party as much as I did, even though I don't regret it,
Nah.
save some money, and then sell the car and use that money to buy a car and just work my way up. But it's like, that's life, bro. You go through the trenches of, like, you look back on it, because we both kind of, you, me, Ricky, we both went kind of the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
Where we were fucking stubborn hard heads,
yeah,
bro.
that's
El
true.
Camaro. El Camaro.
Camaro.
I got
too.
the Camaro too. Yeah. Yeah. I co-signed mine too, and I mean, I paid it off thankfully in the amount of years I needed to pay off, which is just 5 years, I think. And so
I remember
Um,
the time that we went to the lot
Oh, to the dealership.
how fucking mad you were, brother. You didn't get the one
What,
that
the one
you
with the four
want. It was
mufflers?
a quad exhaust. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 mufflers on each side. It was a quad.
Yeah.
Beautiful, all black, murdered out, and
So your first car was a Mustang.
it was. Well, the one I have is my second one. The first I had 2 Mustangs in my life, but the first one I don't like to talk about too much just because like a trauma of like my dad. But essentially it's 2 Mustangs, but we both got our cars like a year apart, right? Like 20.
Yeah.
So what was your first car? The Volvo? I mean, not the Volvo, the Volkswagen.
I guess you can say essentially because my dad let me borrow that one because that was his dream car was always a Jetta.
Well, my first car that I ever paid for with my money was that Jeep.
The Jeep.
Black
Shout out the
Jeep.
Jeep,
Shout
man.
out the
Shout out the
Jeep.
Jeep.
The black Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah.
You already know.
Shout out the Jeep.
Yeah, that
Let
whole,
them know. Let them know what
I
happened
ran,
to the Jeep.
I ran that hole till that motherfucker,
Till the wheels fell off.
till that sputter. It just the engine started sputtering.
God damn.
Oh shit.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, my first car was just pretty much the Camaro because I paid that one off myself. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think there was a point where I didn't have a job and my parents helped me a little bit throughout time, but after that, I paid most of it. So
So okay, so let me leave y'all with this question. If you could go back to your freshman year of high school, what would you tell yourself about the future as far as in, anything that you went through, anything? What would you tell yourself about the future?
I don't know. You go first. I guess.
From then to now.
Yeah, freshman year. Think about freshman year, everything that you experienced sophomore, junior, senior year,
To our 20s.
and everything after. What would you tell yourself freshman year to look out for, or like do this or do that, or what would you tell yourself as a freshman?
Learn to know your standards, have boundaries, learn how to build your brand, and build your identity without your siblings. And I say that because although I have my sister here as the audience, that's one thing that I struggled with a lot. Is my sister and I we still are very close. Don't get me wrong, but in high school, me and her were super super close, and her friends always knew me as like Gabby's little brother. So one thing I struggled with in high school was kind of like a mirror of her, of like her silhouette. So to me, like I said, building my own self identity in high school would be, putting myself in uncomfortable situations. I was always scared of like joining clubs, that being like a speech. I always been scared and nervous of public speaking. This shit right now, I've always said before, like this is something that I've always been uncomfortable of speaking out loud of, even though we're not talking per se to like a live audience,
Yeah.
to people, but this is something that we're putting out to the world, to the public, for people to hear us,
Mhm.
That's something I've always been very conscious about, or insecure. Insecure is a word.
insecure.
So I've never put myself out there a lot. Other things were, let me see, knowing my boundaries. A lot of times I've always been the type of person to always be like a yes man to others. And that stems from a people pleaser. I've always been like that, bro. When I was younger, and a lot of times it translates to how I am now, and I don't know how to say no, because I don't want to be the person that people are like, oh, like he changed, like he's not the same person, like he thinks he's better than everybody because he's doing this and this and this. And I think in high school, I did that a lot, where I would always say yes to people and like, oh, how can I help you? And I knew that I had things going on for myself that I wasn't okay with, and that being mental health. And even now, bro, I do it a lot, that I don't talk about stuff, because I put others' feelings or others' priorities in front of mine. Where in high school, like I said, it did a lot of damage, because again, it's like you say, when you put a lot of stuff in the back burner for yourself, it down the road it does come back, but it comes like 10 times worse when you don't speak to people. So, and it also depends on the people that you hang around with and who you can talk to. If the one thing I've learned from high school to now is that the type of people who you are explains the person that you are. if you can't be transparent and upfront with your friends, and I've said it to you guys before, like I'd rather be upfront with anybody in my circle and tell you the fucking truth, bro. I don't care how pissed you get with me, and how long you get upset with me, as long as you know that it all comes from love and from a good place, and that one day hopefully you understand where I'm coming from, right? Rather than lie to you in your face and be like, oh, that my homeboy just lying to me, like he don't give a fuck, right? And I always been like that, bro. And I said that to you many times, to Chris, to Medina, to anybody in my circle. And I've always said, if I'm out of line or out of place in anything that I do in my life, or I need to do better, like call me out on it, because I think that as friends, regardless if it's like homeboy to homeboy or homeboy to homegirl, you need to have those uncomfortable conversations, and I think that's what makes it better. And I think, like I said, from high school to now, it's just understanding that, bro. It's the qualities of life and not being too hard on myself and being realistic. I think George said it last week too, is having short-term goals, medium-term goals, and then long-term, and what each one means to you, and being realistic and not being upset that if they don't get met, and being understandable that maybe it's not gonna happen now, but it doesn't mean that it won't happen in the future. It's just how life is being altered. And that's really it, bro. Like I said, have a good head on your shoulders, and never put yourself in a fucking cave. Set yourself for the better. Open as many doors as you can for yourself. And I've learned that fucking don't be average. And I say that I say that in the most positive way. I don't say that disrespectfully. Don't be average. Set yourself for the most success in life. Put yourself out there, man. You're your own self. I don't depend on others. I try not to depend on others like I did when I was in high school. I try not to people please anymore, because at the end of the day, I wake up in my own body. I do what I have to do. At the end of the day, I go to sleep by myself. Whatever I do from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, it's all on me, bro. My mom don't do it. You guys don't do it for me. And I think it's just keeping yourself accountable. And, I have you guys to keep me accountable too, So I think it's really my life lesson. And that's really a big take I took away from high school to now, bro.
What about you, Ricky? If you could go back to your freshman year and tell yourself something, what would you do? What would you tell yourself?
Honestly,
agárrate.
Honestly, that's probably the right way to say it, is just focus on yourself. Just be yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't let others, bring you down. Don't let anybody stop you from doing whatever you can, and your goals. Like like these guys are saying, just you gotta set goals in life, and if you can meet them, to when you start getting older, then you know what you're doing. But don't always expect to have every single goal, accomplished. So I would definitely say is focus on yourself. Surround yourself with people that are gonna want to have that want you to do better. That want you to, be the best person the best version of yourself that you can be in life. Because in high school, bro, like we have friends, right? We call them friends for a reason,
acquaintances.
Right? Acquaintances. And realistically, you look back and you're just like, damn, how many of those friends are with you now?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them? How many can you tell me, Diego? How many from high school are with you right now?
And to that point, it's crazy because I'm pretty sure all our parents have told us at one point, oh, ese muchacho, esos amigos no van a estar aquí.
Yeah,
unos años.
They've all said exactly.
And we're all hard-headed to be like, nah, esos son amigos que siempre van a estar ahí.
I don't talk to no one from high school.
Man, I've, you catch up with some, here and there. But like when you see them too or whatever. But those friends that you thought that were really your friends, they're not here now. Luckily for us, it's different because, we kind of met. Well, Diego and I was different. We were still kind of high school, right?
High school, yeah.
Like our last
early
year.
High school to now, yeah.
And with, you were just after high school. The way I said it kind of sounds fucked up, right?
No, I think no. I wish I would have met y'all in high school, bro. Because we would have known each other from high school to now. Because I feel like we have that bond. We have that,
The
Yeah,
brotherhood for
Yeah,
sure.
we have that
because
brotherhood.
me and him have a gap. If when we were younger,
Yeah, we fucking known each other
Yeah.
since elementary school,
Mm.
but there was a gap from middle school to college where we
Yeah.
didn't even talk.
yeah,
And then that's in college when we went to Mountain View. That's when we
it just
started
clicked.
hanging out
It
again.
clicked again.
Yeah.
It's like we never like one day. It's like we always say we can go months, years from talking to each other. We saw each other one day and we're like, oh, what the fuck? So
That-
we just
I feel like that's how you know that that's a real homie. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a brother.
And
Is
it-
when you can go so long without talking, and then one day you just say what's up, and he say what's up, and then from
Starts
there
again,
on
yeah.
you just start going. You just
Mhm.
start fucking clicking, hanging out, doing whatever.
And realistically, like I think there was 3 people from high school that I honestly thought that were gonna be that good long friendship, you know.
Mm.
But I mean, shit happens. Everybody goes their own route, you know, college and all that shit. But also, something else I would say is, yeah, if you have the need to, party or whatever, have fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's always gonna be a time for it. And when because for us, we did that shit like in a rush. I guess you can kind of say, it was fucking, high school or go to parties. People would be like, oh, party at my house, party here, or fucking, Then you got prom, you going to after parties, getting fucked up, living that Project X life, like just throwing it down, like whatever.
throw it down.
Throwing it down, Come on.
Come on.
Come on. But all that has is time, bro. And if you don't have the need to party, focus on yourself, apply for colleges, just do whatever you got to do to just have your life straight and settled, and then when you're done with all that, then fucking start going out to parties, do whatever you want, fucking fly out to Spain, to fucking Europe, wherever in Europe or something,
And it's always gonna be there, bro. And that's one
Exactly.
thing I've always said. And again, I said it on my take. It's I don't regret partying at all, and that's hence why I got my
Shit, me
nickname
neither.
Professor. I don't regret it, but I also don't regret not partying as much as I did before now, because as much shit as I get, and I know it's all jokes and shit when people tell me like, damn, like you can't hang no more or this and that, and I've seen it, and my dad's even told me before, like the day that you stop partying, the day that you used to, people won't hit you up. You'll see the true friends that are there for you will
Stick
always
around.
respect you, and the way that you go about life, and they'll always be there for you. And then the fake friends will just disappear in the midst of air, bro. And I've seen that so many times, because you start seeing like, okay, like you said, if you have the interest to party or anything, right, like that being like drinking, smoking, or anything, if you have just the itch of like wanting to do it
at its time.
yes,
yeah.
but be self-aware of
Mhm.
like what you're doing, and if it's like you don't like it, all right, cool, like
You
know,
tried
just-
it.
yeah,
move
proceed
on from it,
forward.
Yeah.
Because again, it goes to my point, partying, all that shit will be there, bro. That shit does not only mean from 20 to or 18 to 30 you only get a party there. If you don't have no interest in there, bro, like in doing that, focus on your shit. And I'm saying this as somebody who's like trying to get better, trying to focus on their shit now. Focus on your business or your endeavors or whatever you want to do in life, because when you get to that point of success, the parties, the meetups, all of that will come with all of that. When you're in your mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s, all of that shit will be there, bro.
Yeah, just put it this way, like pretty much smoking or partying, is that going to help you build your credit? It's not,
It's not a
That-
bad
and
thing.
It's,
but I'm
it's not a
saying-
bad thing, exactly. Yeah, it's not. But I'm saying is that for those who don't have the need or don't feel like they have the need to party or anything like that, just focus on yourself and work on life and just set your goals and go with your goals and trust your gut and whatever you want to do. You can do anything as long as you put your mind to it, right?
Yep.
So
I think for y'all's high school experience was a little different from mine, because I didn't even get to party during high school. I didn't get to go to no well, okay, let me ask you this. Did you have two high schools when you were in high school? Did you go to 2 high schools?
Not 2 high schools, but I didn't party or anything.
No, but what high school? You went to one high school, right?
Yeah, but it was like very like,
Jesuit, right?
yeah, but it was very dominant. Like, you know what I mean by that.
No, yeah. And so, and you when you were in high school, did you party? You went to one high school? You went to Molina, right?
Yeah.
So my freshman year, I went to Bishop Dunn, and I fucking loved it. I wanted to be there forever. I wanted to fucking play football and do anything, do whatever. But
Shout out Dunn.
shout out Bishop Dunn. But I got transferred my freshman year. So my freshman year, the second semester, I went to Creekview in Carrollton. So I was the new guy. No one knew me. No one fucked with me. I didn't fuck with no one. I didn't know no one. So it was a little difficult trying to transition from Bishop Dunn to where I knew almost everybody, because there was only like maybe like 100 people in our class, you know.
Yeah.
And I went to Creekview because Bishop Dunn was a private school, and I went to Creekview, which was a public school. And in public school, you have like 200, maybe 300 people in your class. So it was a big difference. It was a big jump for me. So, you know, I never really got to enjoy the high school experience. I never really got to party. So y'all saying like, you know, the party is not worth it, blah, blah. I'm like, man, I didn't get to enjoy it. I didn't get to party freshman year. The first party that I went to in high school was in my senior year. And it was badass. I fucking loved it. I want to do this shit all the time, but I didn't get to because, you know, my parents were kind of strict about me going out and doing this, doing that. And also, so a couple of things I would tell myself if I were to go back to my freshman year was, don't fall in love so easy. Because I did fall in love easy. I did fall for it. I fell for it. And, you know, I was in love. What can you do when you're in love, right?
Mandilon,
right? So, my advice to me in freshman year would be, don't fall in love. Don't let people take advantage of you because you're so nice. Because y'all know me, bro. Y'all know I'll do anything for y'all. I'll do anything for anybody before I put my mental health and before I put myself before anybody. I'm going to put y'all. I'm going to put anybody. I'm going to put this person and that person before
we're all people
before
pleasers.
Myself. Exactly. We're all people pleasers. And that's not a good way to live life, bro, because if you think about it, at the end of the day, the people you're trying to please are going to take advantage of you.
Yep.
And that's not the way to live. So don't be a people pleaser. Don't fall in love so easy, and learn how to express your emotions, because throughout high school, I was honestly depressed a lot, and I went through a lot of shit. And the only way I got through that was, you know, talking to myself and, you know, music. Kid Cudi, bro.
Shout out Kid Cudi, man.
Shout out Kid Cudi, bro. Kid Cudi got me through a lot through high school, bro. He's the one that, I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna be a real, he's the one that got me through a lot of shit through high school, bro. Like, you know, so yeah, it's don't fall in love so easy. Don't let people take advantage of you because you're nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Medina.
Shout out Dina, we love you,
gonna
bro.
call him out like that, bro? God damn.
Fuck it, boom.
But yeah, man, I'm just take life one step at a time, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, the next day is never promised. You know, you just take one day at a time. Get through life. Enjoy high school, bro. Don't rush through it. You know, I know you want to rush through it to turn 18 and finally be able to do this and that and drive and shit, and then eventually you're gonna turn 21, be able to drink, do this and that. Man, enjoy your fucking life, bro, because
you're not worried about anything. No bills.
Once you get to a certain age, you're gonna start stressing, bro. And stressing is not good for the body. It's not. It breaks down your body. It breaks down every single piece of your body, and it just takes it and crushes it and destroys it. That's why. Why do you think at this point in our life, we're 28, bro? At this point, we're still young, right? We're still young to everybody. You know, all the baby boomers and
they call
our
us
parents.
We're all young,
bro. We're still young, but our bodies are so worn down because of stress, because of school, because of bills, because of this and that. You're trying to find a job, trying to pay this, trying to pay that. Enjoy your fucking life while you're young, because you only get one life, bro. After that, there's nothing else. That's it. It's done.
Yes.
So enjoy your fucking life.
Enjoy it, man.
That's all I gotta say.
To the extent, like Chris said,
I agree.
You get to a certain point, don't compare yourself to anybody, man. Everybody has a different life. Because once you get to a point like us three right here, 3 different people, we're all the same, and we have a lot of similarities, but very different. We have somebody that's engaged, we have one that's kid, and then uno que se pone fregón.
Y sí, ¿verdad? Y sí, pa, y sí.
Yeah, just play.
El chavo.
El chavo.
Agárrate.
Agárrate.
Nah,
No,
but yeah,
no.
man. And one thing too, also just to kind of wrap up the conversation is, from high school to now, as well as know your surroundings, man. Do not burn good bridges with good people that you've known from high school if they're still around,
Yeah.
because there's people that like you said, Ricky, from high school that we might not talk to. But for example, like Chris's cousin Tony, Christy, Medina, I've been knowing them since we were in Pampers, bro.
Youngins, yeah.
Yes, bro, and they're great people, very good people, bro. I love them to death. Shout out to Medina, Tony, Christy, Angel, Danny, all of y'all, man. Normal, all of y'all know who y'all are. Joe, all of y'all, man, for real. My day ones, I love you guys. What's a gang forever. You guys know who you are, and yeah, man, y'all have a special place in my heart. And it's like I said, man, don't burn good bridges with good people, because you never know what you'll need in the future, and they always be there for you, bro. So just be solid with everybody. And like I said before, nada te cuesta ser una buena persona, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't take anything to be a good person to anybody. So just like Chris said, live life, man. You only have one life. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Remember, family comes first always.
Yes.
Family and your closest friends, whatever. But
Everything else
is
will
not
follow,
gonna
man.
matter. Exactly.
So
So we're gonna wrap up this podcast with that, and our boy Diego right here, the professor, has a quote for us for the day.
yeah. So the quote of the day just kind of goes in with our topic is believe in yourself and your abilities to strive for more. So it just goes back to my advice in high school, and I'll read it once more. Believe in yourself and your abilities to strive for more. Believe in yourself, man. You're your own identity. You're your own brand. Open yourself so many doors. That's something that I'm working on currently. This year, being uncomfortable, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, my boundaries, and just being happy, bro. Living life, taking trips with my boys for the first time, and just experiencing that. I don't do it often. I haven't done it in a long ass time, and I can't wait to go to my boys' bachelor party in Vegas, and then shout out to my cousin Damien. Sometime in July, we're going to his. Not sure where, but I'm so excited for that, man. Excited to make memories with them and for a lot of stuff, bro. What's coming in the future? So
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
yeah.
fun. Memories for sure that we're gonna be living
yeah.
up this year.
For sure. That y'all gonna see too, because we're gonna be streaming that shit.
Oh
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We're gonna stream that shit. We're gonna take the little mics and
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah.
recording and
the
stuff
little
like that out
public
there.
shit,
It's gonna be badass, man. A good time with just good people all around for sure.
Yeah, man.
But that being said, man, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 4 of the Oak Cliff BroCast. Y'all go ahead and make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our Instagram pages. Mine is Professor DFA. Ricky's is
Ricky the Diggy's official Ricky9.
Chris, aka Baby Doughboy, is Baby Doughboy 23.
Baby
again.
Doughboy.
And our official podcast is OCBrocast.
OCBrocast. Yeah,
OCBrocast, and then YouTube is Oak Cliff BroCast. And shout out to our demographic listeners. So that's
Exactly.
what Puerto Rico, Germany,
Costa Ricans,
Germany.
Mexicans.
yeah, everybody listening in, man. So
Also, shout out to our videographer, Gabby.
yeah, shout out to my sister. You want to say
sure.
something? You want to say something? Get on the mic, shit. Get on the mic.
A little emotional here. I've known you guys. Obviously, you're my brother, but I've seen all your friends and acquaintances, and something that always says is right. Like you have the palm of your hands, and each of your fingers is special to you, and each one represents helps you in one way. And he's always said one of those. If I was to walk into a room and there's 5 people, those 5 people, without you telling me they're your friends, I know, right? That's your friend who is your emotional support. That's your friend who you go and play soccer with. They're your friend for each thing. And these friends don't always have to be present or will be present or you will have in your life. But as long as you have one good friend, that's what matters. And that your friend can be either someone you met when you were little, someone today, or someone even in your family. And I think it's very beautiful that you guys, I know each of you have very supportive families, and not everyone's blessed to have a supportive family. So it's nice to know that you can have those friends and you guys are that for each other too. And so, yeah, emotional here because I'm very proud of each one of you. I've seen you guys grown up, and yeah, keep it going, guys.
All grown up.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate those
Yeah,
kind
so
words.
to that note, guys, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Oak Cliff BroCast. Go ahead and comment on our episodes. Let us know any topics that you want us to go over in any future episodes. And if you want to come on the podcast as well, man.
Talk about your life and shit. Yeah, just come through. Hit us up. Hit us up.
Yeah, be on here. You don't have to be famous to chop it up with us.
And
So.
for those